Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is your boy AJ back at it again for another NoiseVember challenge. I'm getting very tired, but today we're on day 17 and we're gonna be doing old. So for this challenge, I have somewhat of an idea to use, which will involve me recording myself and a little bit of Ableton, actually a lot of Ableton. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make something sound old. How are you gonna make it sound old? Well, nothing like the good old vinyl distortion. Kind of old, and I think Ableton has a, if I can spell it right, some vinyl distortion. Nice. So we'll just put her here. I don't know why I like change axis for a bit. I'll put this here, and then I'll record. Actually, I'll turn you off, and then I'll record enable you for my end. Not for this guy, but for this guy. All right. And I'm just gonna. Oh, I didn't even start the timer. My bad. All right. Timer starts. Timer starts. Timer starts now. All right, great. So with the timer started, now we're gonna be doing our little audio thing. I'm gonna do one of the fireside chats. I don't know why that's the first thing that comes up to me, but I just know these are like one of the earliest uses of broadcast.
Finally.
Yeah, like broadcasting done. And this sounds old to me. Oh, that's not a fireside chat.
System was over.
Where? Oh yeah. Wait. Let's see how this sounds.
It is perhaps significant that the first of these capitals to fall should have the long, bloody approaches to the city of Rome. The Italians, too, forswearing a partnership in the Axis. Rome.
Yeah, something like this. And then maybe with like an old little vinyl player. We can maybe find a sound for that, actually. First, well, we'll go on freesound.org and see if we can find a sample of an old vinyl player. So maybe we can go old vinyl. Probably shouldn't say old. I should have just said vinyl. All right, let's hear this. Oh wow. That sounds kind of cool, actually. I like that. Yeah, this is kind of what I was looking for, like that old vinyl static. Yeah. Glitch? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so instead of that, we're just going to record me saying some like fireside chat. So I'm just going to pull up Wiki Fandom Shrek the Move. Shrek 2. And I'm just going to read off the Wiki Fandom for Shrek 2. I don't know what this... There's not really a reason for me to do this, but I just need some just background dialogue. So I guess this is... Yeah, this could be like good background dialogue, right? And yeah. Okay, great. So this will be my script. I'll just put it here on this tab on my other monitor so that way it's not in the way. If it allows me. Hello? Okay, everything just like slowed down like a whole lot. Why is this not letting me? Oh no, don't tell me that Google Chrome crashed. Okay, it didn't crash. It just really needed a sec to load. Okay. Here I have Shrek 2, and then I'm just gonna go here on the track, and then and it will record as I read this. So let's do this. Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He insisted He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon from whom, when Shrek and Fiona come back to the swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball with Fiona's parents to celebrate their marriage, an event Shrek is reluctant to participate in. Okay, that should be decent enough. Charming has to wonder. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so with this audio now made, and then if we go to the vinyl distortion, we can now hear what it sounds like with the vinyl distortion. Let's hear it. I'm going to turn this down because it might be too crowded, but let's see. Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He insisted. All right, let's maybe turn up. He instead finds a big
the
bad
drive
wolf in her place.
not the
who
drive,
informs him that
the volume.
Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating.
Oh yeah,
Lord
you guys feel
Farquaad.
that vinyl distortion hitting?
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He instead finds. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of weird. He insisted. Yeah, let's just cut this up a little bit. All right, great. This sounds not good now, but you know what you do when in doubt, just put a just EQ it out. He instead. So with vinyl distortions, they just have a lot of like no high fidelity. He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad.
44.1, 22.1.
Fiona has a honeymoon from whom, when Shrek and Fiona come back to the swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball. Yeah, something like that. But it still sounds a little bit too legible because with the other fireside chat that we had. Okay, I'm just going to delete this Shrek fandom. It's taking so much, so much power.
Of our American history, we must share together the best.
Yeah. From her tower in the previous. There's like this ominous like or looming like buzz that I'm gonna try to replicate. So let's see if we can do it from scratch. It's because like in this one you can.
News and the good news.
I think we can do it from scratch if we're good enough. So I'm gonna use a plugin for called Vital, which is a great plugin for sound designing synthesized sounds. So this is gonna sound kind of loud, okay? And we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get a shape of a sine wave, and then we're just gonna pitch it down by like 48. Okay, maybe 24. Great. I'm going to do a small little attack. Well, I'm going to zoom in here and then fade this up. So that way it's smoother. And then, yeah. Yep, that's about the level I want. I'm going to turn down the level here. I'm actually going to just turn it down here all the way, like cool. I might put a little distortion on it. So it has a little bit of bite to it, and then I'm gonna give it a little like saw. No, you're kidding me! It crashed because I did that. No, dude, I didn't even save this project. Oh my god, this always fucking happens. Every time I want to use a goddamn plugin, it always goddamn got a goddamn crash. God dang. Okay, we'll just. Good thing Ableton is kind of sick and just saving stuff, so I don't have to start from scratch. I really don't want to recite my dumb Shrek 2. Yes, I would like to recover my work. Big bad wolf. Great, it's still there. Place, who informs him that okay, great. So that's there. Let's try that again. plugin. Oh, first save. We're gonna save this. So this is gonna be NoiseVember day 17, because yeah, 17. Yep. Okay, day 17. There we go. Old. Great. So we got that. Now we can start finessing our vital stuff. So it didn't save, which sucks, but we could just go back to how we had it before. Oh, right. Slight attack. Effects. Distortion. Should we have a little filter? Let's see. Where was this buzz? Kind of has like a little bit. Okay, cool. So what I'm trying to do is actually I don't even need this. I could just make it myself. I could just make my own points. I just want to create a sort of like a sine wave kind of shape. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, just kind of like a whole shape. I think the other one was way better. I don't think I needed to do this. And then put this LFO on the drive and then make this go like kind of slow, like every two. Okay, great. And then, yeah, turn the level way down. Cool. So that's fine. I don't think it needs a phaser. That'd be a little bit too much. Let's see.
The defeats.
And it's very like quiet and subtle. So we could probably put a filter here. Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. Yeah, something like that.
And the victories.
Maybe we can make this a bit more. Let's try. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And so for this part, we'll just make a little mini and just put it right at C. Cut down. Oh, opposite way. There we go. And then boom, a little speck and now go across the whole distance. So when I press play, Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep. Cool. And then I'm going to group these together and do a little glue compressor. Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon from whom Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep. Yeah, okay, I'll just make this a little bit quieter, maybe like -3. Prince Charming
The changing.
Maybe it doesn't need all that bass, because I'm not getting that effect in. Well, actually,
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower.
No, it doesn't need that much crackle.
Prince Charming journeys to the
I don't think
Dragon's Keep to
density
rescue
does
Fiona
anything right
from
now.
her tower in the previous film. He instead finds a big bad wolf.
I don't
in
think I
her
need a
place, who
tracking
informs
model.
him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on
Okay, there we go. It sounds
honeymoon
better if
after
it's just
defeating
in
Lord
mono.
Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon from whom.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is give this a high pass,
Honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming
and then give this to this awesome.
honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona. Honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona.
Oh, wrong one. This is like the worst way to do it. Let's.
Fortunes of war.
This one needs like a little bit of a resonance. What if? Let's see. Basic shapes. This seems fine. Did I find it?
Honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon.
Something like
from
that.
whom, when Shrek and Fiona come back to the swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball
Okay,
with Fiona's parents to celebrate their marriage, an event.
that sounds fine. Oh, my bad. Okay, how are we doing on time? I think I might add. Okay, 13 minutes. I think I'm gonna add a little piano line, just like some folksy dun 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 dun. Dun. Let's see. Maple leaf. Oh, what's that? Rag. Yeah, maple leaf rag. This song. Okay, yeah, this is like way too good a quality, but it's fine because we could just take this good quality, record it, and then make it sound like bad again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna. You guys don't have to watch this, honestly, but it's fine if you do. This is Old Town. Oh yeah. Play it, Raunchy. Uh. Alright, that's enough. Cool. So we got that file saved. I'm just gonna save it as maple leaf rug, and I'll just put in my NoiseVember folder. So what I'm gonna do is I can't export it directly into my Ableton project. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close this. We're gonna open up Reaper. Reaper's gonna open an old project that I no longer work in. Yep, abort project load. And then we're gonna create a new project in like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Still evaluating. Great. New project. Bam. Tab. Insert. And then we're going to find that maple leaf rug. Awesome. And if we can see, it has a small little video made, but we don't need that. There we go. So I'm just going to get the fade. Perfect. Nice. So we got that. We're just going to, yeah, put it in the very beginning. And we're just going to bring it up. Yep, that's a good volume. Great. So now we go to export. We're going to export Maple Leaf Rug MP3. Or actually, yeah, Ableton can support MP3. We'll do a 48K in mono. Change it to, where is it? MP3. And then we'll put it in the, oh gosh, I have to go find it. Air Wiggles. Sound design folder. Right here, fine, right here. We'll render it there. Open folder. So we open the folder. We can close out of this project. No, I don't want to save it. And we're going to open Ableton again. We go to our NoiseVember session. Nice, nice. And then we just click and drag this guy here. And boom, would you look at that? It's our Maple Time Rag folder with all this stuff.
To the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film.
Oh, no wonder. Let's not warp it. There we go. That's like the perfect.
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued.
It kind of sounds pretty good already. Let's see if we could just copy this into this track and if it does the same effect.
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon from whom, when Shrek and Fiona come back to the swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball with Fiona's parents to celebrate their marriage, an event Shrek is reluctant to participate in.
Okay, great. That sounds pretty good, honestly, to me. Maybe what I'll do vinyls have like weird little reverberation on their systems? I don't think they do, but let's play with reverb to kind of like give this a nice little decay at the end. So
The swamp from there.
yeah, no, that is definitely not what we want to go. No high cut's fine. No chorus. Yeah, sure, keep
The
this.
swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball with Fiona's parents to celebrate their marriage, an event Shrek. Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the
Yeah, the size is like.
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film. He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon.
Okay, get rid of that. Okay, let's see if we can extend this just about to the end of this clip. The very unusual combination, but
The swamp from Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona from her tower in the previous film.
Cool.
He instead finds a big bad wolf in her place, who informs him that Fiona has already been rescued and is on her honeymoon after defeating Lord Farquaad. Charming has to wonder that Fiona, with Fiona's parents to celebrate their
Okay. Let's
with Fiona's
make mine a
parents
little bit
to
more
celebrate
honky.
their marriage, an event Shrek is reluctant to participate in. Charming has to wonder that Fiona has a honeymoon from whom, when Shrek and Fiona come back to the swamp from their honeymoon, they find an invitation to the royal ball, with Fiona's parents to celebrate their marriage, an event Shrek is reluctant to participate in.
Just a little bit quieter.
Prince Charming journeys to the Dragon's Keep to rescue Fiona.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a good time, if anything. That's about as much as I want to work on that. Let's stop the timer. And let's call it there. Yeah, so we pretty much just
Prince Charming
made an old classic or an old style audio clip. Yeah, we did it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and let's see what we come up with the next day. All right, I'll see you guys later.